And we are back again.
After a 2 week hiatus again.
Yeah, it's I don't know this trend of continuing every 2 weeks, but it's just so much stuff going on. So figure we get this out of the way. Um, so the Royal Rumble is tomorrow night. Oh goody! But I mean, in a they but I'm somewhat I'm not like really excited for it or really looking forward to it, but it is something to look forward to because Royal Rumble is one of my favorite pay per views, if not my all time favorite pay per view besides WrestleMania.
That is true because I was sensing some a lack of enthusiasm in your voice.
A what?
I was sensing a lack of enthusiasm in your voice, Mike.
Well, I get excited when the show actually happens, like because it's hard to get enthusiastic when the product as of late hasn't been entirely that good.
Yes. Plus, when you look, okay, well, I guess to do a little bit. Well, when you look back at 10 years ago at the Royal Rumble, the only two matches I remember being excited for was Cena versus Umaga. Oh boy, now we're really going back. I miss him already.
Yeah,
And the
yeah. Can you
and the
imagine
two things.
that? Like what I noticed from 2007 Royal Rumble is three of the challengers like the challenger from the ECW title, which was Bobby Lashley and Test. Like both
Mhm.
Lashley and Test aren't here. Actually, Test isn't even here anymore. Like at all. Like he's been gone for a while.
It's been 10 years, not soon to be.
What? Not since he's been dead.
Wait, what? When did he pass away?
Like I think 2009, something
I
somewhere
thought
like that.
2007.
No, he was in WWE in like early 2007.
Oh, I know that. I knew he was in 2007. In 2007, just didn't know that he passed away in 2009. But okay.
He didn't pass away till like a couple years later. But like, and Bobby Lashley's in TNA, I believe now. Yeah,
No,
I think he's still in
yeah,
TNA.
they're all gone.
Uh, Batista and Kennedy. Batista's gone. Kennedy is gone. I don't know where. I don't know if he's in TNA still or he's somewhere
Jeff
else.
Jeff Hardy isn't here anymore.
Yeah, oh yeah, like I think the opening of that was the Hardys versus Eminem, and well, Mercury's pretty much the only one there that's still there, but he's an agent.
Pretty much
But John Morrison's gone. Both Hardys are in
Johnny
TNA.
Mundo.
Yeah, with Johnny Mundo, Lucha Underground. Now Hardys are in TNA. Molina's gone. A lot of these guys on that roster is gone now. Like,
Yes, on the card itself, those are only two matches that I remember being excited for. How about you?
well, for me, it was obviously the Rumble match itself. Cena and Umaga, I was pretty excited for. I was kind of mostly looking forward to Batista and Kennedy because I really like. I was kind of like behind Kennedy a little. I wasn't like fully uh, like because I was still a big Batista. I was well, I still am a Batista guy, and I wanted to see, and I was really like, and I really didn't like Kennedy, but like he was good. Kennedy was definitely good. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't like him like character. Like I didn't like I was fully invested in the whole Batista Kennedy angle because like Batista was my guy, and I didn't like Kennedy like being a fan, and I wanted to see Batista retain the title, which he did. But it's really a shame you go back and look on this because Kennedy was like getting like really pushed at this time. Like he was like WWE was all on like they were putting their chips all on him at this time. I remember I remember they were like all in because like and also that WrestleMania that year he won Money in the Bank.
And he
Eh,
proclaimed that he was going to cash in at WrestleMania 24, but
But unfortunately
unfortunately
that never came to be.
had to lose the lane the big briefcase to Edge, and
Yeah, because he ended up,
being released.
it was so ridiculous too because they only had him drop the Money in the Bank briefcase because he got hurt, so they had to put it on Edge. But at the same time, he didn't come. He could have like held on to it till then because he came back like a month or 2 months later. Like he could have just held on to the briefcase and just stick with the plans.
I don't know what WWE was thinking at the time.
But they ended up doing more dumb stuff with him, and then he ended up getting released. Such a shame. He could have been such a like top star for them.
Mr. Kennedy, you are my illegitimate son of Vince McMahon.
Yeah, there was at one point where they were considering him being the illegitimate son.
Oh, that's bad. Ugh.
But we're kind of diluting into Royal Rumble 2007. Might as well talk about today's Royal Rumble.
Yes, 10 years later.
Even though I'd rather prefer, Royal Rumble 2007 over probably this Royal Rumble, but we'll see when that Royal Rumble happens.
Wait, when that Royal
Rumble? Or no, I'd give anything actually to have that roster from 10 years ago to the roster we have now.
I know, it would be amazing.
But let's see. I think the kickoff show was like 2 hours. Oh God, I'm not even watching that.
Yes. Oh yeah. Speaking of, did you see Ocho Cinco's predictions on the event?
Yeah, I already watched that.
That was good, but 2 hour. Wait. Why are we complaining? We're already used to that already. There's already 2 hour pre-shows, if I'm correct.
I know, but at the same time, it's so ridiculous.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be that long, and they shouldn't even have the tag team championships on the kickoff show. That's ridiculous too.
But you know what's worse though?
What, 3 hour kickoff shows?
No, the lack of matches on the card.
Well, I mean, 5 matches. It's not entirely a big deal, but because Royal Rumble, usually Royal Rumbles, they usually have 3 or 4 matches before the Royal Rumble match because the Royal Rumble match takes up a lot of time.
Mike, I believe this event is going to be 4 hours long.
Is it?
Wait, let me look at the time.
There's no way. I didn't hear anything about this.
Wait, let me go there right now. Let me go check.
Alright, while Neo checks if that's actually 4 hours long, which I didn't hear anything about. I highly doubt that they... Well, I wouldn't say highly doubt they would do that, but it would be ridiculous if they did. I didn't hear anything about them announcing that it was going to be 4 hours long. So, I guess we might as well go through this match card. So, the kickoff has the Tag Team Championships and Nia Jax versus Sasha Banks. And I think there's another match, but if there is, I don't care about it either way. The matches on the actual card, I think the isn't the Cruiserweight Championship on the line? Something like that?
I do not know. Wait, why didn't we put down the card before we started this podcast?
Oh, because I thought I had it. I thought I had it off the top of my head, but I think there is a Cruiserweight Championship. Never mind.
Mike?
There is. What?
Mike, Royal Rumble tomorrow, starting at 7 Eastern.
Fucking kill me.
It's terrible.
Why? Okay, now they really need to add more matches. That's ridiculous then if they have 5 matches on the card. So you mean to tell me you would have rather had 3 matches on the kickoff show than to put some of those matches at least on the main card? That's Oh my god, that's complete bullshit.
It is ridiculous. I'm still laughing about like that. Well, then again, this is a big four pay-per-view, so it makes sense that a guy do 4 hours. But like one other thing I gotta mention, or at least that I just wanted to say,
What?
I really pray deep in heart that WrestleMania does not go 5 hours long. Please no.
It's WWE. They'll do whatever they want, and I obviously we would not be surprised if it would be 5 hours.
But I know you're gonna be totally, I won't say completely livid about it, but you'll just be like, why? I don't want to see that much wrestling in one day.
I really don't either. That's too much. But yeah, I believe there's a cruiserweight championship on the line with Rich Swann and Neville. I mean, I haven't been keeping up on that, but it's ridiculous. But I don't care too much about it.
I'm willing to get into it though, even since say Neville turned heel was
that's stupid. Why would they turn him heel? He's not a guy that's designed to be a heel.
As long as the crowd gets behind someone, then it works.
Yeah, and they've gotten behind Neville. They've never booed him ever like they would a John Cena or Roman Reigns. He's a guy that people actually get behind.
That is true.
But yet they turn him heel. I don't know why. Like there's some people that are designed to be heels, like The Miz, and there's some people that are designed to be baby faces, like a Jeff Hardy or Stone Cold or The Rock or Rey Mysterio. Yeah.
Okay, well at least answer me this. Just a quick thing.
What?
What do you think? By yourself, what do you think was better? What do you think was better? Kurt Angle as a face or as a heel?
I mean, there's one of those things where people are designed to do both, like Eddie Guerrero and Chris Jericho. Oh, Jericho actually, he was more designed to be a heel, to be perfectly honest. But he is good as a babyface, but he works better as a heel.
Pretty much so.
Just like he is today as a heel. But anyways, moving on.
Wait, but you didn't answer the question though. What do you think?
I did. He's one of those people that are designed to do both.
So basically, it's a tie. You can't decide.
Yeah.
Okay,
or I'd probably argue either that, or I'd argue like maybe heel. He was designed to be as.
Yeah, but just slightly above babyface Angle.
Yeah, because you know what? Yeah, more now that I think about it more, I think he was more designed to be a heel. He worked better as a heel.
Yep, that's where he got his most charisma. That's where the Angle character really fleshed out.
Yeah, that's where he really shined.
Especially with his interactions with Edge, Austin, Guerrero to a degree.
Yeah, Eddie Guerrero, Benoit. You could go on and on, but let's move on. Then you have the. Then I think there's then there's the women's championship match. You have Charlotte and Bayley.
I want to get excited for this match, but like Charlotte is booked to be queen of Miss Undefeated at pay-per-views and only lose on Raw, like when the women's championship is on the line. So, what credibility or strength does Charlotte really have?
She really has no credibility to her whatsoever. I'm fully like on the hate train of Charlotte at this point.
And that stinks because I like Charlotte and her being a heel as well.
I used to, but then I used to because they were kind of doing okay with her, but then they really started to like shove her down your throats. And then it was like, okay, now you're starting for me to hate her. Now you're getting me to hate her.
In a bad way, though, not in a good way.
Yeah, no, it like I know she's supposed to be a heel, but this isn't the want to see her get her ass kicked like heat or a heel heat. This is like get off my TV heat. There's a difference between those two. That's what it's
uh,
part of the reasons why I don't watch Raw. Cause her promos are horrendous. And whenever and her matches of late have been like sloppy and botchy, especially with Sasha Banks at SummerSlam. She like literally tried to kill her, and she's probably easy to kill for Sasha Banks' size.
I'm surprised no one made a meme about Sasha Banks and Charlotte being floppy with each other, and then having somewhere at the end where they do a terrible botch, and it says fatality at the end.
I'm sure one of them will do a meme of that, but I'm sure Charlotte's gonna retain. There's no like it kind of be ridiculous too for Bailey to win it here. So they're gonna keep Charlotte's pay per view streak going and having her keep the championship. And I mean,
Until WrestleMania.
well, if it is hopeful, if that's the plan, then okay. But what?
Well,
Then you also have the Universal Championship match.
with
Kevin O.
Styles and not Styles, I mean Owens and Reigns, and right off the bat, I'm going for Reigns.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna be mad that like I wouldn't be mad if Reigns got it here at like literally Owen like what has Owens done as Universal Champion since they put the belt on him?
Besides being booked terribly.
Like what have they done? All the chemistry between Owens and Jericho. Like give me a break. Has that drawn any eyes? Has that drawn any eyes to Monday Night Raw as of late? They've been drawing ones since he's been champion. And I hate to and I really hate to, crap on that too cuz I thought Owens had some things going for him. But apparently it didn't work. Apparently it's not working. So they got to go with Reigns. I mean, is Reigns like, the is Reigns like gonna draw like more eyeballs? Probably not, but at least he'll boost the ratings up just a hair.
Yeah,
At least he could
because
draw. At least he could draw a little bit better than Kevin Owens. And
yeah,
at
because
least he's got more credibility to him too. Like he's faced Brock Lesnar in the main event at WrestleMania. He beat Triple H last year's main event and won the belt. He's the record for most eliminations in a single Rumble. It beat Kane's record. And I mean,
well,
he's got some star. He's got he's not in the same star power as Cena or like any or Austin or Rock or any of those top stars, but he does have some little bit of star power.
but on the bright side, well, with Reigns getting over more than Owens, at least WWE's always doing what TNA didn't, which is putting over their own guys and girls.
Yeah, at least WWE does that. TNA they put over former WWE guys instead of their own talent, which is why
Pretty much so.
they're in the position they're in now.
Yeah, pretty much so. And wait, which match are we on now?
Oh wait, isn't that Universal Championship isn't like Jericho supposed to be locked in like some kind of shark
And a
cage or
shark
something?
cage
Like what the
above
hell?
the
Like what is that? I mean, it's not terrible, but whatever. It's not like great either. It's not interesting either.
thinking
Didn't they
about it
do this a
now.
whole bunch of times with Jericho in the cage? Like, haven't they done this on Raw already or something like that?
Yeah, which is bad. Like What's the point? You show that Jericho's in a cage, Jericho's in a cage, Jericho's in a
Yeah,
cage.
yeah. Just having Owens go over here and like Jericho finding a way to escape the cage and help Owens win is so stupid. It's just stupid. Just have Reigns win the belt. Just
And
do it.
it's just like for a moment, but at the end of the year of 2017, I have full confidence that at the end of this year, probably the most ridiculous thing that's ever happened in WWE was JBL's comments on UFC and not mentioning WWE whatsoever about them bringing top guys after top guys and doing the same matches over and over.
Yeah, I've already touched on that topic.
But, I know if I'm just saying
yeah.
that and still like, yeah, that's probably the most ridiculous thing we've heard in WWE in 2017.
Well, so far they'll be. The year is still young. The year is still pretty young.
What else can WWE say or do that's worse than that?
Oh, there'll be plenty. There will be plenty.
I can't wait. But what match are we on now?
Then you get to the WWE. Then you get to the WWE Championship match.
Give Cena his title.
Cena and Styles, and you know where this is going. Do 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 do. You can't see it, but I have a John Cena toy on here.
Wait, you actually got one?
Well, I've had this for a while. Actually, my friends gave it to me for like Secret Santa one year.
Well,
because they knew I liked wrestling, so they just gave me a John Cena. They didn't know I'm like not a big Cena guy like now, but they gave it to me anyway, so I was fine with it.
Yeah, true.
But yes, Cena is going to be 16-time world champ.
Although, no doubt, we're probably going to get another great match out of him. Although this is the third match that's going to happen with these two.
Yeah, and this is the first time they faced one-on-one since SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I mean, they faced in the triple threat match of No Mercy, but it was a triple threat. Ambrose was involved too, but like this is the first time one-on-one since SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm. It's not the freshest match on the card, but we can take it.
Yeah, but at least it's not like they were fighting like after SummerSlam like over and over and over. At least this is the first time since SummerSlam that they fought one-on-one. So at least it's somewhat fresh.
Or even Jericho Styles and Cena faced off 3 weeks ago on Raw. At least it's not or SmackDown. At least it's not like that.
Yeah, no, it's not like that at all. It's not like it's more fresh than Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns. That's for sure.
Pretty much so.
It's definitely more fresh than that. So that'll definitely be, if not the Rumble is match of the night, Styles and Cena will be the match of the night.
No doubt about it. But I'm really pulling for the Rumble to be the best match on the card.
It's usually the Rumble that's like the most exciting and the most and the match of the night. But now we get to the actual Rumble match itself. And just a couple questions of this Rumble. Like, one, what surprise entrance can we expect from this one? And two, who do you think will win? So surprise entrance, I don't think there'll be that much of it because
it sucks, I know, but
there won't be that much of it because you already have Goldberg in there, you already have Taker, you already have Brock. So you don't really need that many like surprise entrances. It's already like a pretty stacked, star-studded Royal Rumble match.
Although I would not mind Shane McMahon being in the Rumble. It helps set up something from there.
At least it gains a little bit more star power with Shane being in there.
Or even.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
I was trying to think of somebody else, but I can't at the moment. Although it's been said that maybe Samoa Joe might come in because he hasn't been on NXT for a number of weeks, so this could be a sign.
Could be. I wouldn't mind Samoa Joe being because because they usually do where they usually have like an NXT guy like to show up and be in the Rumble match. So maybe Joe will be that guy this year.
Could be the
I
guy.
think more than likely, if anything's, it would be Samoa Joe.
Yes, but do you know it's probably the most predictable surprise entrant?
What who?
Finn Balor.
Well, yeah, but like I've already discussed it with a couple of my friends. Like, if anything, like I'm sure he'll be returning sometime like this week. Like, if not the Rumble, then probably the next night on Raw. That he'll
Pretty much
return,
so.
but I hope it's not Balor that just returns and wins the Rumble.
Or else that'll be a new Rumble 2015.
Well, except people be actually cheering and not booing a lot.
True, but just to
It's
quickly
because
mention.
it's been mostly hardcore fans.
True, but just to quickly mention, like, isn't it still ironic how Lesnar versus Reigns versus Rollins, Lesnar versus Rollins versus Cena was the best match on the card. Then the Rumble happened, and that was probably the worst match on the card, if not one of. Yet that's the most talked about match on the card.
Yeah, usually the most talked about is not like the best match. It's weird how that works.
Yeah, it is. But here we are now, and
So if
not
not
guess who's going to win the thing.
if not I guess if not Taker, which they really should go with Taker, then maybe Goldberg. I mean, if they're not going with Brock and Goldberg at WrestleMania, which I mean, I don't know if they would at this point. Like if it's Goldberg, then fine. You could have maybe Goldberg versus Roman Reigns. I mean, it's not a high profile match, but it's somewhat like it. Like it is kind of a match that's somewhat like interesting to see. Um, yeah, go either that or I mean Goldberg versus Cena. That's not too much of a high pro. That's not too much of like a must see match.
Yeah, but some of OTR Central's ideas were interesting. But like for who I think should win the Rumble, besides Taker or possibly Goldberg, maybe Styles. I wouldn't be surprised if Styles won the Rumble, but it's not necessarily
Styles,
his time at the moment.
Styles. He wouldn't be in the Rumble.
Oh wait, you didn't know? There's something you missed. There's something that WWE announced that you did not know.
What? What did they announce?
That whoever loses the world championship match will automatically be inserted into the Royal Rumble.
Oh, that's stupid. Yo, that's stupid. No, it wouldn't be Styles win if that's the case, then no, Styles wouldn't be winning it. Because what? Then you're gonna have Styles win it, and then he faces Cena again at WrestleMania? Come on. Stop. Like that's stupid. Don't do that. Please don't do that.
What if Kenny Omega came into the Royal Rumble?
Then that's stupid too, because who would know? Because how would you bring in a guy like that and then have him win and then people be like, oh, who is he?
Well, at least no one's gonna say that. Hey, Kenny Omega is the greatest every performer of all time.
That's a stupid rule. Where did WWE.com even say that? I didn't even see that on WWE.com.
No, WWE didn't say that. We know the Young Bucks did.
What did you say? The Young Bucks said that?
Always thought that he's the greatest every performer of all time.
Oh no. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about whether the WWE if the champion loses his title, then he could be in the Rumble match.
Oh, okay. No, I recall nobody mentioning it, but I have a feeling that they might at the Rumble event.
Wait, when did they mention that? Was that on a Raw?
And I saw it from a page on Facebook, not an article.
But who was it from? Was it actually from WWE?
No, it was not. But it doesn't. But content doesn't about wrestling in WWE doesn't always have to come from WWE itself.
Yeah, but at the same time, you don't know who to trust with those kind of things.
True.
Like at this point, if it's not WWE saying it, then like what else can you like? Then like how can you trust that?
What about what culture?
Okay, that's what culture. Like sometimes they're not right, and from that comment on our previous video, they said what culture isn't with WWE. So
yes, yeah, I saw those comments.
So like, shout out to I forgot the username's name. I think it was RT Entertainment or something like that.
No, his name was. Let me look it up.
Shout out to whoever it was that pointed that out. Thanks for letting us know that. But yeah, Styles wouldn't win it. If Samoa Joe just comes out, like dominates, and he wins it, then fine. A Samoa Joe John Cena match would be pretty cool to see, I guess.
Wait, say again?
I'm saying if like Samoa Joe wins it.
Oh yeah, most certainly. Oh yeah, his name is Red Lightning 17.
Oh, Red Lightning 17. Good looking out. Good looking out, man. But yeah, what do you think of if Samoa Joe like comes out and he wins it?
I'd be all for it. Him versus Cena. That's a match to see.
Kind of goes back, and you know what? It kind of goes back too, because like they kind of have somewhat of a history. Like they both got into wrestling at the same time. Like they were both like in the same training school, I believe. I remember like seeing or reading about it. That both Cena and Joe were like in the same like training school.
Well, it certainly wasn't OVW.
Well, no, I don't. No, Joe wasn't in OVW, but he was. But Cena, like before he went to OVW, like he was in some kind of training like camp or school, and Joe was with him. So like they could kind of build a little story off of that.
True.
Or they could just go with like the traditional, Samoa Joe, like John Cena saying, the new era goes through me or whatever he said, or it's like this new era BS. The new era has to go through me. Then Joe, he's the Royal Rumble winner. He comes out saying, "Well, new era's right here, standing in front of you," something like that.
Yeah, although I'm the same age as you, if not similar.
Well, yeah. Well, Joe's much older. I don't know if Joe's older than Cena, which I
Joe's
doubt.
just a little bit younger.
Yeah, he's like a little, but they're like close in age.
That's pretty much so. So it's not necessarily a new era.
But it's a fresh face from WWE.
Yes, it is.
So wouldn't mind seeing that too.
Well, do you know what would be really cool? I mean, you'll probably get a laugh out of it, maybe.
What?
If, during a confrontation between Joe and Cena says to Joe, he made some remarks about him, and then he's like, "Hey, go back to where you came from." Wait, what was it called? TNA.
Yep.